Hi Quest family, I'm so glad to see you today from a social distancing standpoint. It's been a minute since I've gotten a chance to talk with you, but I've been wanting to do this video all week and I waited till the coldest day to do it. So here I am, but I just wanted to give you a little update on things and how they're going, and I wanted to let you know that I am praying for you and that I am thinking of you, and I hope you guys are all doing well. So just a little update about Quest. We have been moving forward with all things kids ministry. So we've been creating content every week. There are videos online if you're not aware of that, at northridgechurch.com/resources. There's all kinds of kids resources for every week. So check those out if you want to see what we've been up to. Obviously this weekend is Easter weekend, so that is coming up. And then next week we are starting a 16-word series. So I'm talking with you more about that in a little bit. But I hope that you are doing well. I hope that you are staying safe, finding things to do in the midst of quarantine, which just was officially extended at least through May 1st, and maybe probably even longer. So our family is, settling into our new normal. My last video, it was a tough transition, and we are still mourning things, and we still get frustrated, but we have been trying to find new ways to engage with each other and engage socially and all of that. So if you haven't had a chance to play games online with other families yet, I strongly encourage you to do that. We Zoom with some other families a couple times a week, and we've played games like trivia or hangman. We played categories. We played lots of different things. Bingo. We've done that with my family as well, and it's just a great way to just see faces and get a chance to connect and all of that. So I hope you've been taking advantage of this amazing weather we've had up until today. My kids got a little sunburn, which just felt normal to be out in sun and enjoying life. We've been jumping on the trampoline and riding bikes and going for lots of walks and all of those things. So I hope you're able to do some of that. The reality is that we want to be safe physically and we want to abide by the rules, but mental health is so important as well. So I hope that you're taking the opportunity to get out and just be in God's creation, which is why I wanted to be here today. This is one of our new favorite places to come and just hike a little bit and just see, as spring is about to burst forward, see all that it has to offer. So I just want to talk with you a minute about Easter. I am so sad that we are not going to be together this Easter. Easter, when I first started in Quest, was like really the first time that I felt the team come together. It's one of my favorite memories, and just because we get to be at the church for so many services and work together for so many hours, it just is like a really fun time for me personally. So I'm mourning the loss of spending time with you. But I hope you know that you are loved and valued, and that I appreciate you and that I miss you. And I can't wait to hug you all, even though that might be a really long time before I'm allowed to. So I just wanted to encourage you with some words that Pastor P. Wilson had encouraged our staff with yesterday in a staff meeting, about thinking about Easter, thinking about the time between when Jesus was crucified and the time when he rose again, that Saturday in between it all. And I had never really contemplated that before, and maybe you have and maybe you haven't, but that moment of waiting between when the devastation of Jesus' death and the miraculous resurrection, what about that time in the waiting? Sure, some people believe that he might be raised from the dead, but it was mostly the people who were persecuting him and the soldiers and all of that remembered that Jesus claimed he was going to raise from the dead. The people who loved him the most and walked in everyday life with him kind of forgot about that. But there was just these moments of sadness and loss and mourning and not knowing what to do, and kind of finding themselves in this contemplative state. And it just reminds me of the time that we're in right now, right? We know what we had and we've lost it, and we're hopeful for what will come, but it's hard to see the light in the darkness sometimes, right? And so it's hard to see what's going to come next. It's hard to live in the hope sometimes of what we have to come, but we know that Jesus is here, right? We know the end of the story. We're at an advantage over those people who walked with him in that everyday life, because we know that he is risen, and whatever struggles we go through here on this earth, that it's nothing compared to the life we're going to spend with him in eternity. So maybe you're feeling defeated today, or frustrated, or scared, or maybe today's not your day, but you felt that before, or you're going to feel that in the future. I just encourage you to think about that moment before Christ was risen, but after he had died, that loss, that time of mourning, and to just be encouraged that new life is here. It's one of the reasons I love coming here, because I see like the dead leaves and the trees that are dormant right now because of the time of year. But even from when I was here 3 days ago, new life is springing up. There's new flowers coming. The trees have buds on the leaves. It's coming. Our day is coming. And so whatever happens here on this earth is nothing compared to that. So just be encouraged by that. I encourage you to spend time reading the Easter stories. It's in all of the Gospels. Read through the different books of the Bible, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and see the resurrection story from a few different angles, and just experience what they experienced. This weekend, there's so much to offer at church, and so I want you to take advantage of that. Don't miss any of it. Tonight is Thursday. Pastor Brad's going to be coming on Facebook Live at 5:16 to share a little of his heart. Tomorrow, Friday, Good Friday, is a service you aren't going to want to miss. It is communion. So have your bread and your juice, or whatever you, Coke and chips, whatever you want to experience in that moment. But be ready to experience communion as a family. Saturday is a little behind the scenes of the video that's being shown on Sunday. And what I think is so cool is that God went before our church, and he led the creative team to develop this short film all about Easter from the soldiers' perspective. And so they had filmed it, and we're going to show it in service when we are all going to be together. What an amazing opportunity to now be able to show this short film on the website and on social media and all the different aspects of technology, so that so many people can experience it. So I can't wait for you to see it. I'm so excited for it. So be sure to check out all of those things this weekend. Tomorrow, Friday, Good Friday, at 10:30 and 11. I sent this in the email yesterday. We are having a kids Easter Zoom. We've been having Friday night Zoom worship nights, and it's been super fun. We've been doing it with just elementary, and then preschool meets separately. But tomorrow is going to be for all ages. We're doing it in the morning, so it doesn't conflict with the Good Friday service. But we are going to be meeting together and worshiping God through dance and through song and through kids telling the Easter story through some resurrection eggs. So if you want to join that Zoom meeting, just check your emails for that information, because it's going to be super fun. And one last thing. So next week, we are starting 16 Words 4-week series on the mission of Northridge Church and why we exist. And it's been kind of fun to create that content, even from a different perspective of not being in the building, not being able to invite people to church. What does that look like for the 16-word story? And just yesterday, I had a woman request to be part of our Facebook page, and I have some security questions on there. And one of them is, how long have you been attending Northridge? And then I look them up in our church database to make sure that they're not, just somebody weird. And this woman said, I've only known about Northridge and have been checking it out since all of the coronavirus stuff started. God is still moving and working. And so some friends invited her, and she has a 2nd grader and a 4-year-old. And she is coming because of all this. So it's super exciting. So here's what I would like to have you do. I would like each of you to create a sign. I'm going to send you an email with a list of what your words should be on it. And I want it to look like this. a white piece of paper with any color except for like yellow or something. Make sure it shows up on the screen, and your word that you're assigned. And I want you to come close to the screen like this and hold it up, but making sure we can see your face. I want you to make sure your screen is horizontal. Anytime I'm asking you to do anything, it should always be horizontal because it fits on the TV screen better. So take a picture of your word, and what we're going to do is we're going to spell out the 16 words, and it's going to be a collage, think Brady Bunch style, of all of our volunteers in Quest holding up those words. So I wanted to show you a visual of what that will look like, but there will be more information in your email about that. I need to check my list just to make sure I got everything. Oh, one more super important thing. Okay, on Saturday morning, we are going to do a team Zoom. If you haven't used Zoom, where have you been? I'm on Zoom, I feel like 87 times a day. We were laughing today. I'm like, I'm going to need to go unplugged when all of this quarantine is over. But it is a super fun way to connect. It's free right now. I will be sending you a link with instructions, but I would love, 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 love if everyone could jump on in and we can Zoom together, which is just like a live video chat, and we'll get to see each other and catch up a little bit and just pretend like we're having a team time over Easter weekend. So it would be super fun. So I'd love to see you guys at that. So I just hope you know that I really, really miss you, and I'd love to connect with you in any way that you are open to right now. So please call me if you need anything at all. I don't have a lot of spare toilet paper, but I will give you what I have, or I will go shopping for you if you are not well enough to go shopping, or if you just need to vent or cry or laugh or hang out in my yard while social distancing. Please come by when it's a little warmer than today because I'm freezing. So I'd love to see you guys, but I hope that you're doing well, and I can't wait to see you again soon. So check out all the information in the email, and I will catch up with you very soon. Love you guys.